Hi everybody, my name is Kevin O'Farrell and today I'm going to be showing you how to play the game of Monopoly. So the first step of Monopoly is to set up the board. This is what the board looks like. It's got all your properties, railroads, utilities, stuff like that, which I will explain later. So in setting up the board, you want to put your chance and community chest cards out onto the board. So what those are, they're just like little add-ons, little stuff you can get in the game. So like community chest stuff is like you could inherit $100, doctor's fees, pay $50, life insurance matures, collect $100, just stuff like that. Chance cards sometimes are a little bit more like extreme when it comes to stuff in the game, like advance to go. When you go to go, you collect $200. Go to jail, which when you go to jail, you're in there for 3 spaces or until you roll doubles on the dice, and doubles is 2 6s, 2 3s, something like that. Make general repairs. So if you have a house or a hotel, which I will explain later, on any of your properties, you have to pay stuff like that. And then a get out of jail free card, which if you have a get out of jail free card, you can keep that until you go to jail, and then that'll just get you right out. Next, you have to pass out the money. So, 2 $500 bills, 2 $100 bills, 2 $50 bills, 6 $20 bills, 5 $10 bills, 5 $5, and then 5 $1. So everybody gets that, and it comes out to a total of $1,500. Next, you have to designate the banker. Now, the banker is someone who holds the money, distributes all the money throughout the people, and also when you pay taxes, collect money, it comes straight from the bank, which he is responsible for. Next, what you want to do is you want to decide how many people you're playing with, and pick your players. So my favorite was always the car. You can go with something like that, or the top hat, or the battleship. But yeah, let's start. So you start on go, and then you roll. So I rolled 2s, 2 2s, 1 2 3 4. So I landed on the space called income tax. Income tax, or there's another thing called luxury tax. It's where you got to pay the bank or the banker like $200 or $100 just as a space on the game. And it's just designed there for that only. And if you roll doubles like that, double 2s, you get to go again. So I rolled a 4 and a 3, 7. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So I landed on a space called St. Charles Place. So now if you were to you find St. Charles Place in the pile. So St. Charles Place, if someone lands on it and you own it, they have to pay you $22 based on the rent. But if you have houses and hotels, which are things that once you own the property, you can put on it. So they cost $150 each for a house to put on it. And then once you have 4 houses, it's $150 for a hotel. And hotels are where the big money comes in. It's because if you have St. Charles Place and if you have a hotel, someone has to pay you $1,150 just for landing on that spot. So you want to own as many properties as you can and eventually put houses and hotels on them. So once my turn is done, I have the choice to decide to buy it or not buy it. Say I pass, I don't want to buy it this time. Then the next person goes. So 5, 1 2 3 4 5. Now it comes to the railroad. The railroads there's 4 of them in the game. They're on each side of the board. And if you own all 4, you can be pretty powerful. They're designated for you to own all 4. And it's just a good investment because once people start to land on them and you own all 4, they have to pay you a lot of money because it's traveling. So that's how that works. So then you would go for the next person. I got a 7, so the top hat would move 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. He would land on chance. So pick up a chance card, go directly to jail. But top hat in jail for 3 turns or until they roll doubles. Other little things on the board, there are things like utilities called like the electric company or waterworks. Those are utilities. And if you own those, the rent is owed 10 times the amount if you own both of them. So the object is just like the railroads, is to make you money. You're supposed to own both of them to make yourself the most profitable sort of thing. But yeah, the main objective of this game is to just try to make as much money as you can. Kind of set up that monopoly that they're talking about. Own a lot of properties throughout the board. Make it difficult for people not to land on yours. And then just bankrupt other people is kind of the main objective of this game. It's a very fun game. I feel like when I was little, I'd always play it with my grandma and my family, and it was a fun time because we would get really competitive at some points, because once people start to get houses and hotels, it really gets kind of nerve-wracking once you're doing it. So I recommend it to a lot of people. If you're stuck inside during quarantine, it's definitely a perfect thing that you could do. It takes up a good amount of time. I've played games that last up to like 3 or 4 hours because we're just that into it. So yeah, it gets to be that point. So thank you all for listening. I really appreciate it.